Hi everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 140 with me, Sid. And last episode we were faffing around doing all sorts of stuff over at the magical area, and I'm having a break from magic this episode. I have sorted everything out that I wanted to turn into Essentia for the time being. There's still chests everywhere that I need to tidy up and, lots of things to do. However, this piece, I've just realised I've got a cat on the windowsill. I didn't even know he was in here. He was just staring at me. Okay. This episode, what I want to do is I would like to build some machines to automate some process. Now, in this instance, I want to get heavy oil converted through to, I think it was this heavy sulfuric fuel or something like that. Well, we've got all this oil. We've got heavy oil. We've got heavy oil. We have got oil sands ore, lots of it, and there's loads over there, and that makes lots of heavy oil. And the process basically is you centrifuge out the heavy oil. You then utilise the heavy oil in a distillery to get either sulfuric heavy fuel, sulfuric light fuel, sulfuric naphtha, sulfuric gas, whatever it may be. Now, in this case, we're going to go heavy fuel, I think it was as my plan. So you need to distill that out to sulfuric heavy fuel, and then you put it through a... let me guess you right. You centrifuge out, you distill it, you add hydrogen to get heavy fuel. And heavy fuel in a semi-fluid generator generates 360,000 EU per litre. Now we need hydrogen, so we need to also automate the production of hydrogen. And passing it all around. So, to that end, I've got a whole load of stuff in my inventory, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, will work. We're going to pull power off of one of these, and we're going to build it down here, and we're going to basically put the heavy fuel into a tank for the time being. But then we can just basically put all of the oil shale in, and we can start to process that. I'm running steel because I'm running a bit low on steel. And I think that is more or less it. So what we're going to need to make, and as I say, I've pulled together most of the bits I think I need, but there will be undoubtedly stuff that I've not thought of because me. First thing we are going to need is a centrifuge, which I have all the bits here for that. I've been making a lot of polyethylene, and incidentally, molten polyethylene is another machine I want to automate, so we'll be doing that at some point, getting it so we can basically stick the things in, and out the end we'll get molten polyethylene, because I think we're going to need a lot of that as well. Basic centrifuge. Now we need two distilleries, because we're going to go through two distilleries. So distillery is that, we're going to take those and do that, so we're going to take those and do that, we're going to take those and do those, and we got those. Luckily a lot of this stuff I already had, so in theory this should be pretty easy. We don't need you, we may go and make those in magic. I said we did not avoid magic, I may have lied a little bit. So armed with that, we need now to make you, which is going to be one of that and one of those, that, those, and that. So the electrolyzer is to get hydrogen. And then the last thing I need is a 4-slot LV battery, which is this. Don't know why I've got that wire spare, but there we go. I'll take it. So that's all of the kit that we need. We are going to need some wires. I should have some 4x tin. That's good. And we're probably going to need to bring some fluid down. You do need batteries. So we should have 4 lithium batteries over here. These are just a buffer, and the LV buffer acts as a buffer zone, so there's no likelihood of drawing more power than we need to off of these, which is, yeah, that's the thought anyway. Not necessarily based in any kind of fact, I'm afraid, but now I could kind of run pipe off of there. I think that's probably the nearest water source I've got, which is going to be interesting. So I could bring the pipe actually out. Actually, if I bring it over here, over the walkway, it's not going to get in the way of anything, is it? No. So let's have a look. We've got our power here, and we've got 4 coming out there, 4 coming out there. That's going into this thing, and the easiest way of doing this is probably to bring the power out this way. You are redstone alloy cable. Oh, that's not good. That's probably what I should be using, isn't it? Damn it. Okay. Yeah, maybe we should be doing redstone alloy rather than tin. And we're getting the loss then, aren't we? I know it's not that important, but it also is. Doing things right is probably also why I've got all of this thing. So if I want redstone alloy ingot, redstone alloy dust, is that all I've got? All the redstone alloy that I've got kicking around. That's depressing. And now the cat that I didn't realise was in wants to go out. But let me just have a look at you. You are an EBF process with oxygen, which means that you're going to interfere with my stainless steel, and I'm just going to deal with that cat. Back in a sec. Alright, so that should be 14. I had 28 ingots. That was enough for 14 cables. That should be more than enough. And there's the rubber. So let us head over here. And what I want to do, you see, I could come out there, but I would rather, right, we need to go one more, and then do we? I think pop the LV battery. Now I need to remind myself, I think the LV, well, it really doesn't matter the input side though. Might be easier from above. Hang on, let's just need to point at the thing. Problem is you can't tell from that. But I'm fairly certain the input goes in here, which it didn't, so that's fine. We'll right, what we'll do is we shall snip you and take that one out. We'll snip you, and then we'll rotate you, and that should do us. God damn it. Of all the places it had to fall all the way down to the bottom. Right. Anyway, so that should be that. And then we can put our 4 batteries in there. They do their thing. And I'm just going to double check that. No. The output is the other side. Okay, that was fortuitous then. Oh, come on. No, oh. You know, there are days when you realise that you don't know your own way around your own base. I've only been in here for 140 episodes, and I want to know how many hours have been spent in here, but that's your output. Okay, and that's your input. So they should now be fully recharged. That one needs reconnecting. And everything should be happy. Lovely. So from there, what we're going to start off with, I think, is we're going to have a basic centrifuge. And the basic centrifuge is going to go there. And we'll take an output out from there and straight into the centrifuge. The maximum it could draw is 1. I don't really need to use these 4 times cables on this, because I think, although, hang on a second, no, maybe I do, because I think we need to do that and that. What? Why are you not taking power? Alright, no, that's not a problem. We'll deal with it. We'll pop the centrifuge in like that then, if we have to. That should have power, maybe. So that centrifuge is powered, and what we want to do is I want the I need to import. So let's have a look in Redstone. Let's grab you. Let me go and grab you. Let's start with the input. So the input is oil sand. Oh, a little bit. The input is oil shale sand, which will come in from here, and it can just go straight in like that. Now I'll go and grab myself a little bit of oil shale sand. Obviously we'll put the whole lot in, we'll load this up. Not going in. Still not going in. Why? Why is that not going in? I mean, it works straight from the top. What happens if I... Now it's taking it, okay. And the usage for that in a centrifuge, but you're not getting any juice, are you? No, you are not, so... Why is that not working? Should be getting juice. Either from the top or the side. This is annoying. You should definitely have power. You've got oil shale. You should be centrifuging, so that said oil shale. You will work on an LV circuit. So why are you not getting because there's no power coming out. Power is definitely going to have to come out of the bottom then, isn't it? And it's definitely going to go in. And now we're going. Okay, that's fine. So you are going to make two things. You're going to make sand and you're going to make oil. Plum. That's fine. So what we need to do then is we need to get the oil out into a distillery where we will be doing the program, not 24, that's for certain. Heavy oil. In a distillery, we are going to do program 1, sulfuric heavy fuel. Now I need to get power into that and liquid. So my thoughts are the easiest thing to do here might be to do that and then bring a fluid, some kind of fluid duct from there to the other side. Let's see what we can do. Item conduit, fluid conduit. We can try. See, this stuff I understand, or at least I used to. Whether I'd still do, that remains to be seen. But we need to have you on program 1. That's on insert. That's on extract. Yeah, that's working. And that's gone in. Why is it not doing anything? Because it's a medium voltage recipe. Damn you. Oh, right. That's heavy oil. No, that's full. Why is that? Oh, bugger. Alright, let me just have a little think about this, because that clearly isn't right then, is it? Done something wrong there. Well, they probably made an assumption, but, you know, assumption makes an ass of you and me. Well, me. Alright, back in a mo. Alright, I've had a think. Now, the problem I've got over there is I don't actually have any medium voltage power generation right now. I don't have. That's worth pointing out. Everything over here is LV. So we've got this thing, we can pour, you know, oil sands into that all day long. What I can't do is do anything with the heavy oil at this position. But what I could do is just process all of the heavy oil sands, because I've got quite a bit, and put them into a tank. And now the simplest tank we've got is probably the iron tank, which needs, I've got some iron tank wall. I don't know, I'll probably have anywhere near enough. I need 18 just, well, true, I don't quite need 18 for these things, but if I do a 3x3x3 tank, that might just do the trick for us. And we can put these away for now, because I can't obviously process the thing with a basic distillery. I need a medium voltage distillery. Now I do have somewhere a medium voltage distillery somewhere, because I processed that heavy oil. I must have a distillery, brewery. In fact, that's a good point. Hang on a second. Just hang on a second. I have processed heavy oil, but I don't appear to have a medium voltage. So let me just have a look. What have I done with you? Put you through a brewery. Well, that would only give me lubricant. Distillery is LV to lubricant. Sulfuric heavy fuel, medium voltage. Sulfuric light fuel, medium voltage. Have I? Did I do that just with plain oil? I wonder. Oil in a distillery is, so I need to take, is there a way to make oil from heavy oil? No, that's just centrifuging soul sand. That's not helping me at all. Oil berry, I don't think that's going to help me. See, the distillation tower is, many things. I don't think anything's going to get uses. We can, if we have the distillation tower, which is HV, we can basically run the whole lot. But with this, we are stuck on medium voltage, so I do need to look at that if I want to go there. Damn it. Now, we can burn heavy oil just straight out of the batch, but it's only generates 60,000 EU, which is not brilliant. All right, let's process it up and get it into a tank. That's probably the starting point that I think we need to do. So I need some of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just have a look at iron tank. So we're looking at the right thing, and I need some wrought iron screws. I need 8 of those. Perfect. Just happen to have them kicking around, which is my preferred method of working on these things. Need a screwdriver, I think it was. So armed with you, we can definitely go and get you in position underneath. I'll probably use this fluid conduit just because it's such an easy pipe to use. But what we'll do is we'll start you off there. Ooh, it's gonna be awkward if I do it like that though, isn't it? Two, three. We're going to need a little bit more of you then, aren't we? But that's fine. Right, let's get down here. We shall come down at least 1, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3. And that will be there for when we want to output. So I just need 3 more sides plus the glass. And then we can see how big that is. It might not be very large. That's the downside, so I may need to want to make bigger. So I need you making 2s, so I need some iron plates. Might as well, because I've got plenty of iron, might as well take 56 of those and turn you into plates. Pardon me. Turn you into rods. Go and get a little bit more of this Ender IO stuff. Probably don't need you. That needs to go through the saw. And then we're also going to need some glass, which I've got plenty of, because I've been making glass between episodes, because I used a lot for my jars. That was the idea anyway. But yeah, I think I just need to get a bit more into the habit of mass producing stuff. Because I'm kind of stuck in the mindset of making things as and when I need them, which isn't really helpful for GregTech. Because you inevitably find out you need masses more of whatever it is you think you're making. So we can go and turn these into screws with a lathe. You're not the lathe, you are the lathe. Off you go. Yum, 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 yum. Nice fast little beastie there. And we'll see how much you hold. I mean, I've got a good idea of how much a 3x3 holds, but this is a 3x3 by... Actually no, this is quite a big one, isn't it? And that's 1,600 buckets. Yeah, it's going to be a reasonable amount, I think. And then we'll need to sort out some medium voltage stuff going onwards. But for now, that's, in fact, we can go and preemptively do this, because it's cluttering up my thing anyway. I need to process all of these ores. They're just cluttering the world up. But we can do that, which will make life a lot swifter. And what we shall do, go back to the lathe. That's what I need. I need my screws. Screw. There we go. Thank you. And we'll make up 2 lots of side wall. Yeah. And then we'll make up the glass ones. Have I got... I should really probably see what I've got in the way of glass before I start planning to use it. Oh no, that's not the one. I need 2. You get 2 per, that's fine. That's all I need. Lovely. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we can let's go over here. Let's get this thing built, see what it stores. I may need to go down a level. Yeah, that's my only concern is we may go, oh, that's a bit small. Oh, come on, that should be a valid height for... Oh, no, it has to be. All right. Well, the gods have spoken. In fact, in which case, is that it? Let's make some more, because we're going to put the valve on the side at the bottom somewhere, maybe there, and screw it. Right, So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 glass and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 things. So 4 crafts of the 7 and 8. It's basically 4 crafts of each, isn't it? I need those glass panes while I'm walking past here. One, two, three. Yeah. Just bear with me a second. 1, 2, 3. That will give me the rest. Cutting machine. Do your thing. Right. One, two, three, 4. One, two, three, 4. That should do us, and now we should hopefully have a tank worthy of storing stuff. Definitely makes this place look more industrial anyway. And then now it's formed a tank with a capacity of 720 buckets, which is fine. I mean, I prefer it to be more, but you know, I'm not making a steel tank for this. So what we can do then is we shall grab you and we'll place you there and there. And you are going to be on an insert and an extract. You are going to be neither for now. And you are going to be on. What do I need to do to make you? Oh, I see, hang on. Can't quite make that jump, I don't think. Can. Okay. Why are you being like that? Active without redstone signal. Yeah, I think, oh no, I didn't destroy it, okay. Not playing, is it? Okay, well there is another way of doing this. And that is the old-fashioned way. So hang on. There we go, that's all in. Then we can wrench you up and cut that wire. No, we can't cut that wire. We needed that wire. I wonder. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Why? You know what? A wooden pipe would work there. I don't need this fancy Ender.io stuff for that, because that's gravity fed, I believe, And I think a wooden pipe would work adequately. Give it a try. What was that? That, I think, was hopefully nothing. Okay, it's not flowing. Why isn't it flowing? Does it need to be there? Or does that only transport water? Certainly not working, I know that much. Maybe I need to put a pump on the edge. Damn it. Alright, back in a mo. Yep, that was it. It was just an LV pump necessary. Of course, that's out of juice because I disconnected it. So that's easily fixed. And that should be off again. So that should be happy creating me fairly large quantities of heavy oil. We're at 33,000 already. I've got a couple of barrels of stuff up there, so we can also transfer all of that in. And we will have 720 buckets of heavy oil to play with at some point in the not too distant future. Now we do need to deal with the sand, so that can probably just we will try. Let me go and try an item duct on that. It's not my ideal solution, but item conduit, and we'll grab another chest and we can at least be finished with that bit, so all of the sand is going somewhere. And as I say, I'll get most of my oil and put that away as well. Let me go up a level. Doo-doo. So I need to actually start then thinking about how we're going to handle the we'll pop you there, and we shall pop you there, and you shall be on extract, you shall be on insert, and you will be always active. But this hasn't got an output, has it? So I think I need to put something on the side of this. This is me learning. This used to be so much simpler, you know, before GregTech. How are we doing down there? 51,000. Let me go and grab some of these oils that we've got kicking around, because I'd rather not have to do these. And have them lying around. Let me sort that out, be back in a sec. Alright, if I'm right, if the pump is what allows me to get liquids out, the motor is probably what allows me to... I'm learning, you see. 140 episodes in and I finally learned something. I probably need to remove you. No? It can't be the pump, can it? That's... fireworks, bonfire night, okay? Okay, so it's not... conveyor then, isn't it? Of course it is. You have to put yourself... I'll tell you something, it's quite scary putting yourself into the mind of Greg. If I were a conveyor, I would need another one of those. That's simple enough. We've got that. We've got those. We've got those. We've got those. So all of that is simples. And then you take those and you utilize those to make a conveyor, which is going to be that and some rubber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of those. That will give me a conveyor. One stack every 20 seconds. And you can tell when they've got something, because if we look at pump, pump, LV 32 litres per tick, 640, one stack every 20 seconds as a cover. So it tells you clearly on the actual item that it's a cover. Yeah. I feel like I've been kind of going through this blinkered. I really do. But we should be okay to put you on there, put you on there, make you an insert, and turn you on. Why are you not bringing anything out? Ah, conveyor. So it's export. It's always on. This is all great, but no. Block input. So why is that not? Tell you what, there's a simple, even if that is what I think, doing what I think it does, can I not just do this? Why are you not? Bottom, export, always on. Tick rate, every minimum. Why is that not working then? Hold control. I don't, every 20 seconds it's fine. It doesn't need to do anything more. But why is it not exporting that? I don't understand. It's annoying. I don't understand why it isn't playing ball. Right, well, while I am sat struggling understanding that, we can just do this for now. West conveyor belt, conveyor module, 1 stack, not doing damn thing. Well, bugger if I do. I mean, we could go with an item pipe. Which one did I use for an item pipe? I mean, it worked upstairs, didn't it? We could try that. It's just a small tin pipe. So we could try that. That's a beer option. Let's give that a try. I'll be back in a sec. Now, nothing I want to do is playing with that nicely. I've tried translocators, I've tried pipe, I've tried everything. I'm doing something wrong, obviously. If you've got an idea, let me know. But I'm not going to waste any more time on that one for now, because that's not really what I wanted to achieve anyway. I still need to get the thing. I would like to have the fully automated fuel, so we can get some medium voltage fuel generation going using some proper solid stuff, you know what I mean? Anyway, so we can get rid of you. Let us take a trip over to the magic area, because I feel like I understand that slightly better. Only slightly better, I'll be honest. But I feel slightly less dumb. And let us go and have a look at some of these other bits. So yeah, this is what we're up to at the moment. We got, you know, quite a lot of these things. I did put that in there. I'm gonna condense that. I don't think I'm going to use it, so it's got a fair amount of essences in it, so we'll do that. And I've not really done anything on that side, so we'll pretend that doesn't exist. Over here it's starting to look a little bit cleaner, but only a little bit. And if I want to make a silky jewel, I need silky cloth, so that means I need 4. Well, let's have a look what we got. I'm fairly certain I've got that bit, which is there. I'm going to need 12 gold foil. I'm going to guess that I've got no gold foil. Yeah, okay, 12 gold foil. And I am going to need 12 pieces of string, which I don't have. And then a flawless diamond. Let us go and grab that, and I'll be back in a sec. So, armed with all of that, we should be in a position to make these, which is 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those. Gives me 1. No, we're a bit low on stuff, aren't we? So we need to chunk out our magnet. Now there's something went doing and teleported in. It could be Ender Creeper, so I'm going to just pretend I didn't hear it. Or it could be, you know, some variant of an Enderman. Either way, I don't want to play with it, so we must be getting full on most of the essentials then, judging by the fact think we're just after aqua. Oh, they've already grown back. Okay, that's fine. But that should be enough, I hope, to do to tell you swine. Okay, we have to air. It's ironic, between the two of them I've got enough. That should be enough though. Let's go back in. Get the last thing now. It's only an instability of 4, this one, so we should be in the right ballpark, I think. Get rid of you, take you, grab you, air, order and earth. Air, order and earth. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into that position there is going to be one of those, as is that and that. And then that's going to be, I don't think it matters, but that's going to be order. That is going to be air. And that is going to be earth. And that is going to be a diamond. And then what we need is some stuffs. Thankfully he's not up here, that's good. So 30 Ordo, 35, Recantatio 35, one of those. Ordo, 20 Ignis, 20 Terra, 20 Vitreous, 20 Ignis. Wow. Not enough there. So what we're probably going to have to do is, what was the other one? 20 Terra. Definitely not enough Terra. And 20 Vitreous. And hope that we don't, oh wonderful, and hope we don't have any mishaps, because that would be bad. Don't stop it. I saw that. Going to achieve something today if it's the last thing I do. All that careful planning. I've got a little flow chart of my diagram of which machines need to go in which order and yada yada, and yeah, failed at many hurdles. There's the Ordo. There's the Precantatio. I'm not sure whether you got the Vitreous yet. No, you don't. Fairly certain you got everything else now, though. Yeah, taking the items. What are you going to go for next? And we will live. Which means that we should be able to come in here and go and at least complete something. We get diamond stuff and things. Okay, that's all fine. Didn't really need any of that, but we'll take it. I think that whatever that is downstairs. We should probably take these empty these vials. I've not got any empties. Surely I've got a few empties. No. No, don't appear to have. Okay. Because we're going to need to juggle a little bit, I think. So, Auto can go back. Terra can go back. Ignis, which has got 44. I've got some venom there. Can I get rid of? No. Well, I can. That's got 8. You just can't do it when it's on the shelf. Auto. We can get rid of. Sorry, this is going to give me a bloody heart attack. Don't think. Yeah, I can't do that because you're not a full thing. Okay, that's fine. You have got 15, which is going to be awkward. Because I don't think I can take that out. See, these are supposed to be 64s. Oh well, we'll live with that for now. Brigantatio. 7 and 29. Erg. I'll stick you down there for now. Vitreous. Vitreous can go back where it belongs. Everything else can just go in there, I think. For now. And we can get rid of you. So the Thormium paving slab was... I think we've got all of the stuff necessary. What was that for? Oh, that was for the... yeah, that was for the Hoofer. The Primal Charm. That. Which I suppose we should... We can leave most of this here. I actually had the stuff for that. Okay, well, that was an unexpected bonus. But we've got you. And I think we can come over here and put these two in and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've really got to get rid of that thing. They can go away for now, and that should give me these, the paving stones of water, which, you know, it's a fairly minor thing, but it's another thing ticked off. The division sigil. An activated division sigil. Those are entertaining. Yeah, let's not even think about it for now. In fact, let me go and just throw those in a chest. We can take you. Now, the reason I wanted these is I would like to... Well, let me just get rid of that. I would like... to be starting to plan my gateway here. And I'm going to use those across the gateway. Just to stop mobs coming in. However, let me check how long I've been recording. Let's go and have a look at the state of our stainless steel, because we should be getting fairly close to our third medium voltage steam turbine. And I'll be back in a second. Yeah, 59, so we are going to be closing this episode off here, but I just want to check what we're at. 48. I should have a tank there with that. That can go in there. I'm fairly certain the tank up above looked full. It is. So we'll get the next two in. But yeah, we've done some stuff. Did it advance our cause particularly far? No, I don't think it did. But we've got a lot of heavy oil now, which is nice. Maybe. I wish I knew why that wasn't working, but you know, I'm sure someone will tell me what I'm doing wrong. And I'm sure it's something really, really stupid. But this thing just does not want to chuck that out. But we've still got plenty of oil shale left, and we're probably going to have more oil shale than we've got space for heavy oil. But I think we can use oil to make our fuel as well. So that's another thing. We could pipe over oil and, you know, start that over here maybe. Or maybe even, you know, I don't know, we'll do something. But on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.